Let's start with a dangerous question. Who is the most intimidating personality type? Not the villain edit, not the exaggerated internet stereotype. I'm talking about real-life intimidation, the kind you feel when you meet someone for the first time and think, oh, they're not playing. Some people intimidate with silence, some with intensity, some with competence, and some, bless them, couldn't intimidate a golden retriever if they tried. So today we're ranking all 16 MBTI personality types from least intimidating to most intimidating. This isn't about who's better. It's about presence, how you come across when someone first meets you, how intimidating you could be if you actually tried, and how you feel when you're fully operating in your natural element. If you're ready to argue in the comments already, good, that's the point. Hit like, tap subscribe, and drop your type below before we even start. Because here on Personality IRL, we don't just describe personalities, we stir them up responsibly. Alright, deep breath, let's count it down. Number 16, INFP. INFPs are rarely intimidating at first glance. They often come across as gentle, thoughtful, maybe a little reserved. There's a softness to their presence that disarms people more than it threatens them. Even when they're confident, they don't project dominance. They project depth. Now, can an INFP be intimidating? Absolutely. If you've ever seen one calmly dismantle someone's values with moral clarity, you know it's possible, but that's not their default. When they're in their natural element, they feel principled and grounded, not imposing. They're more likely to intimidate you emotionally than socially, and that usually happens later. Number 15, ISFP. ISFPs aren't trying to intimidate anyone. They're present, observant, and independent. When you first meet them, they often come across as quiet but easygoing. There's an understated confidence there, but it's subtle. Now, if an ISFP decides they're done tolerating something, the calm can turn sharp quickly. They don't yell, they withdraw, and somehow that's worse. Still, most of the time their vibe is, I'm doing my thing, not I'm dominating the room. Number 14, ESFJ. ESFJs are warm, approachable, engaging. When you meet them, you don't feel intimidated, you feel included. They ask questions, they smile, they make things feel comfortable. But here's the twist. If an ESFJ is disappointed in you, that warmth can cool fast. And that shift can feel surprisingly intense. Still, in general, they're inviting, not imposing. Number 13, ISFJ. ISFJs come across as steady and kind. There's something grounded about them, reliable, calm. They don't intimidate through dominance. They intimidate through quiet awareness. They notice everything. If you meet them casually, you probably feel safe. If you cross one, however, and they decide they're done, the emotional door closing is subtle and permanent. But again, that's not first impression energy. Number 12, ENFP. ENFPs usually enter a room with warmth and enthusiasm. They're expressive, animated, open, not intimidating. Unless you're emotionally unavailable and suddenly they're asking you real questions about your dreams 5 minutes in. Their intimidation factor isn't power, it's emotional depth disguised as chaos. You don't feel threatened, you feel seen, which is sometimes scarier. Number 11, INTP. INTPs don't try to intimidate, but they can. When you first meet them, they may seem detached or analytical, quietly observing. If they start asking probing questions or correcting logic mid-conversation, it can feel sharp. They're not dominating socially, but intellectually, they can absolutely make someone feel outmatched. Still, their natural vibe is thoughtful, not imposing. Number 10, ISTP. ISTPs have a calm, self-contained presence. They're not loud, they're not flashy, but there's a quiet competence there that can feel intimidating. When they're in their element, fixing something, handling a crisis, staying cool under pressure, you notice. They don't announce their ability, they demonstrate it. That understated confidence, that's where the intimidation creeps in. Number 9, ESFP. ESFPs are socially bold but rarely threatening. They command attention easily. They move with confidence. They know how to work a room. but their energy is warm and inviting, not intense. The only time they feel intimidating is when they're completely unbothered by social judgment. That level of comfort can make insecure people sweat. Still, they're more dazzling than daunting. Number 8. INFJ. INFJs can feel intimidating in a very specific way. It's the eye contact. It's the quiet observation. It's the sense that they know more than they're saying. They're not loud or dominant, but their presence can feel intense. When they're operating confidently in their natural depth, people feel exposed around them. It's not aggressive intimidation. It's perceptive intimidation. Number 7. ENTP. ENTPs are not physically intimidating. Verbally, different story. Their quick wit, sharp humor, and fearless debating style can absolutely overwhelm someone in conversation. If they decide to argue, they're fast, and they enjoy it. When they're in their natural element, brain firing on all cylinders, they can dominate the intellectual space. It's playful intimidation, but it's real. Number 6. ESTP. ESTPs walk into a room with physical and social confidence. There's presence, there's boldness. They don't hesitate, they don't shrink. When they want to intimidate, they can lean into intensity easily. Eye contact, posture, tone. In their natural element, competition, action, leadership, they radiate dominance. It's not cold, it's commanding. Number 5. ENFJ. ENFJs are rarely intimidating at first. They're warm, but when they're fully stepping into leadership, they become powerful. There's conviction in their voice, clarity in their presence. When they speak with authority about values or direction, it can feel overwhelming. Their intimidation isn't physical, it's emotional influence. They don't overpower you, they move you. Number 4. ISTJ. ISTJs intimidate through seriousness. They're composed, controlled, focused. When you first meet them, you may feel like you need to present yourself properly. They don't waste words, they don't oversmile, and when they speak with certainty, it lands heavily. They don't need to raise their voice, their presence does the work. Number 3. ESTJ. ESTJs bring structured authority into a room. They stand confidently, speak directly, make decisions quickly. For some people, that feels secure. For others, that feels terrifying. They're not trying to intimidate, but their decisiveness can overwhelm less assertive personalities. When they're in leadership mode, it's clear who's steering. Number 2. INTJ. INTJs often intimidate without trying. It's the quiet intensity, the strategic thinking, the unreadable expression. They don't give away much emotionally, which makes people uneasy. When they speak, it's usually precise and deliberate. In their natural element, long-term planning, analysis, leadership, they radiate quiet dominance. It's subtle, but powerful. And at number 1, ENTJ. When ENTJs walk into a room in full confidence, it's unmistakable. Direct eye contact, clear speech, assertive posture. They don't ask for space, they take it. If they want to intimidate someone, they absolutely can. It's controlled, intentional, efficient. But even when they're not trying, their leadership energy can feel overwhelming to more passive personalities. They don't just project confidence, they project certainty. And certainty is intimidating. So, where did your type land? Are you secretly intimidating? Or did you land comfortably in non-threatening human? Remember, intimidation isn't about being scary. It's about presence. And every type has a version of power. It just shows up differently. Comment your MBTI type below and tell me, do people find you intimidating? And if this video made you laugh, nod, or immediately text someone you're ranking, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here on Personality IRL, we don't just rank personalities. We unpack the energy you bring into every room you walk into. Now go reevaluate that first impression you've been giving people. You might be more intimidating than you think.